Hey everybody, it's your boy Zero here for another Gunpla review. In today's episode, we're going to do the Kimaris Vidar from IBO. So this is one of the many 72 demon frames. Technically, this is an upgraded version of the Kimaris Gundam, the Gundam Kimaris, also from IBO. I don't know why they threw the Vidar in there, other than the masked guy who piloted it went by the alias Vidar. Because it can't be literally because it's parts of the Gundam Vidar because it looks nothing like him. If I had the Vidar within grabbing distance, I would literally put them next to each other so you can see the difference. But alas, I think it's on a different shelf and not near me. So, yeah. They are nothing alike. Heck, they don't even have the foot blades. So, yeah. I picked up this dude at Galactic Toys, so I believe he's still there. So if you want one for yourself, use the link down below and support the channel. So let's get into the review of this really surprisingly interesting Gundam. So let's get on to it. So this is the Kimaris Vidar with everything that comes in box. His sticker sheet. So these are for the arms here, specifically. If I can, there we go. Let's move this out of the way. The elbow right here is supposed to be for these parts, and I'm like, no. You could actually repaint them. If you can paint it this color, I say do it, because that's a lot of ridiculous amount of sticker. And I'm gonna be honest, I forget what these two stickers are for. Because I really didn't use them. I used the two for both sides of the backpack, the eyes, and the sticker for the on top of the V-fin. And so, aesthetically, this is just a really unique looking Gundam, especially the feet, because I honestly, when I was building it, I'm like, oh, I need to get this dude to stand. He's not going to be able to support all the weight on these little weird feet. But he does, and it's awesome. And of course, I hear the same thing about all IBO Gundams. Be careful of the waist. Eventually, it's going to deteriorate because of the polycaps. But honestly, all the IBO Gundams I've had, they seem fine. So that may be because they're not that old, or I don't know. It comes with a spare holding hand, because the other one is for basically the spare holding hand. The drill bit, which I think is probably one of the most random yet coolest secret weapons of all time. Like, you're fighting some dude, and you about to hit him in the knee, and he blocks it, and he thinks he's safe. And this thing just pops out of the kneecap. Like, that is pretty cool. And of course, the sword. The problem is, in my opinion, is that you actually physically have to remove the side skirt to put it in. Which is annoying. Like, yeah. Let me show you. I'll put you down safely so I don't break anything. Yeah, you physically have to remove this skirting just to get to the sword. And to put it back. So, get comfortable where he is or keep the sword out. You got two options. And the sword just slides into the hand, I believe. Yep, it just slides right on in. And of course, just because he's these two doesn't mean he's out of weapons. There's actually, let me move the spear. There we go. Weapons right in both of the backpacks. I guess you can call them verniers. Well, pile bunkers, whatever you want to call it. There's a little spike right here. Which is, again, pretty cool. He does. And to put it back into the similar position as this piece, I mean, that's just embarrassing. Boop. And is that up? But weird thing is, when I was putting these on, it popped out the back skirt, which is kind of weird. I don't know if that was just the way I was handling it or not, but yeah. Also, heads up, the spear is kind of heavy for the arm, so as you can see, it will cause it to drip a little. Drip, droop. It will cause it to droop a smidge, so be careful with that. But if you don't want to hold it, you just can it's a ball joint, just pop it off. And replace it with the basic hand, so you don't have to worry about that constant droopage. So, let's do the regular stuff I usually do. Arm test. That is the arm furley bent. You can lift the shoulder pauldron up, and that's as high as the arm goes, which is great. One thing about IBO Gundams, they have great articulation. Usually. Head's on a ball joint, so you get some decent wiggle on that. Good ab crunch, despite the thick skirting around it. Move the front skirt up. Here's the leg all the way up. That's the foot going right and left. You can close it up and down, which is pretty awesome. While it's up. That's the leg fully bent. Decent bend there, and again, you can put the drill bit there, so you do a surprise drill knee to the chest. The back skirt is paralyzed, so that's as you can see, that's as far as it's going to get because of the, I believe those are verniers in the back. So, yeah. Decent articulation. Again, I was really surprised mostly by the feet that it could actually support all that weight. It's pretty nuts. But, all in all, compared to the other IBOs I've built, the Gushin Rebake, the Full City Rebake, pretty much every incarnation of the Barbatos that exists, the Belial, well, not the Belial, the Ball. Yeah, that's about it. And now this dude and the Vidar. I have to say, it goes. I would have to say it goes. The Barbatos Lupus Rex, then the full bake, the rebake Full City, and the Ball of the Tide for second. And this dude runs third. I like this better than the Lupus and the base version of the Barbatos, and I like this more than the Vidar. Just, it's more of an interesting look to it. I do like the Mohawk thing it has going on here. Even though, based on the cover art, this is supposed to be purple. I don't know, I like it rocking the white Mohawk more. But, hey, that's just me. So, let's just wrap up this review. So, like I said, all in all, this is a solid kit. But like all IBO kits, be wary about the waist. Eventually, supposedly, the waist will degrade because of the polycap in it. Again, I haven't seen it personally. But there's a chance that it can happen, so be cautious with it. At this point, I'm honestly just going to contemplate try to get all 72 of the demon frames, because they call them Gundam frames. They're based on the 72 demon princes of hell. I'm calling them demon frames because I'm looking at again the Asmodeus and the Jiroboshi, and I think those are the only ones I don't technically own right now. And I have to get a second ball because I did a custom build for someone with my old one. So I'm going to have to get a new one so I can review that one. So, yeah. And of course, eventually I got to review the Barbatos and the Barbatos Lupus. And the Lupus Rex. I think I did the Lupus Rex already. Man, when you do 100 plus episodes, everything starts blurring together after a while. So, yeah. Good kit. I would recommend maybe some panel lining to brighten it up, because there's a lot of white on it. But other than that, I really don't have much complaints for it. It's really solid. That's the one thing about IBO is that they're solid kits. So yeah, the next Gundam I'm going to be reviewing is going to be the full armored Gundam Thunderbolt version, and after that, it's probably going to be a bunch of Gundams I had in the backlog of reviewing that I never did. Like, off the top of my head, the high grade Strike Freedom, or the Jim Quill and the Hazels. I haven't reviewed those guys yet. So, yeah. Look forward to those, and I'll catch you guys in the next episode. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe. And remember, all of you are loved, all of you are awesome, and all of you matter. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next episode. Peace.